Okay. Uh, Completely different topic than normal today. Uh, First off, Heisenberg is amazing. I'm very much happy that my brother showed me Heisenberg. Heisenberg is a blue slush puppy. Yeah, it's Heisenberg menthol, so it's cold like it too. I've started stepping away from tanks. If y'all have noticed in the video, usually, you see this guy. Nothing really special. Big baby on it. The big baby's stick. That stick is designed to use nothing but the TFV8 Big Baby, not the Cloud Beast. So what we got here is a E-Leaf iStick TC60. It's old, very old. It was my brother's, and it didn't work. Well, I ripped it apart and gutted it and pulled out all the electronics. I put them all in the toaster and just let them cook, and I just rotate it constantly. The reason for putting it in the toaster is to heat up the solder, so that way it'll start to melt and go back into the connections. Because when you drop these, what I think the problem becomes is that the shock causes the solder to disconnect, and that causes problems. Like, my screen is going out. If I hit it, the screen turns off. But I've started stepping away from tanks, and I've gone back to RDAs. I started on an RDA, this one, the Hatter. I like the Hatter. Really like the Hatter. This is not the Hatter. This is a mouthpiece that I put on the Hatter. Why? Because it gives the Hatter a hat. And the Hatter already has a frickin' top hat. So why does the Hatter need a hat? Because it likes my mouthpiece. But I've gotten into building coils. I build my own coils now. Ow! That was my elbow. And what we got on here is a parallel coil. A braided parallel coil. Here's an example, a larger version. I know, camera quality sucks, but this is 4 strands of 26 gauge. You have 2 pieces of 26 braided clockwise, 2 pieces braided counterclockwise, and then those are braided clockwise. And it looks really good when you get it to coil, because it looks like a chain. And it looks like you just have a chain wrapped up in your thing. But I'll have to work on this one more, this design, because I did use this coil. I made a coil out of it, and I would use it. And it just took so long to heat. And I don't know if that's just this RDA. It actually might be. It's an old RDA. I will be getting a new one. Next payday. Outlaws. Outlaws is the vape shop right up the street. Outlaws Vapors. There's a vape shop right up the street. They got 2 RDAs on sale. It's 2 versions of the same thing. One's bigger than the other. I'm gonna have to get it in a box at payday too, because this thing, there went screen. And it's not a fact that it times out. It's that when I hit it, and it's not supposed to do that. That's supposed to show how long it's hitting and what its temp is doing, because this is a temp control box. I don't run it on temp control, but that's what that box is made for. What I have in it now is a custom coil, like I said, the parallel braided coil, twisted coil. and you can't really see it very well. But where this is 4 strands, that is 2. What I'm going to be doing next payday, which is going to be this upcoming Friday, what I'm going to do is go up to Outlaws, get those 2 RDAs, and some 20 gauge wire. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this, again, I'm going to braid me together 2 pieces of 26. Then I'm going to braid a 20 and a 30, a very loose braid. Braid the 20 and the 30 very loosely. And I'm going to run parallel coil, going to have them both going at the same time. And that should give me a very nice look, and B, a lot of surface area. So it should give me a very flavor heavy tank. A very flavor heavy thing. And what I do plan on ordering for my box is probably going to be some form of a squonk box. Yeah, the name is extremely stupid. But the best way of thinking of what the fuck even is a squonk box, give me about 2 seconds. Okay, I got my thing. So, squonk box, squonking, squonkers, whatever you want to call it. It's a box mod. It's a single 18650 box mod, just like this is. I don't know what their range is. I think it just depends on your mod. But it's gonna be that. And this is a single, and this is skinny. Squonk box is as wide as a double, but it doesn't have a second battery. It has a bottle in it. It has a window on the side. You can see the bottle. Now it's not a 30 ml, or yeah, I think it's a 15 ml bottle, plastic of course, soft squishy kind. And it doesn't have a cap. It has an adapter, and it shoots juice up through the bottom of the RDA when you're hitting it. Because an RDA is not like a tank. An RDA, as you hit, it dries out. So you have to reapply your juice. You have to take off your top. You got to get a bottle of juice. You have to squirt it up on top. You got to rehydrate it. Otherwise, you're going to hit it cotton, and it's going to burn. It's going to cause damage to you, your cotton, and your coils. So what a squonk box does, and you have to have an RDA that is compatible with squonk box. Their 510 adapter at the bottom will have a hole going through it that you will plug your bottle into. That way, when you're hitting it and it starts to dry, you squeeze that bottle through the window. You pump it once, and you'll hear it. You hear it just. You'll hear it squirt out, and you hear it pull air in to balance out the tank for the bottle. And it's like an RDA with a tank in the mod. And I had no idea they existed until I started watching a video on them, because it's like, what the fuck is a squonk? And I like them. I had a bit of a technical difficulty there for a second. I don't remember what I was talking about. Does anyone remember? Can't ask now. Back to coils. I'm going to be building coils. I'm going to be getting an ohm reader. So that way I can have something that I can test them and fire them on, and I don't have to run the risk of blowing up a mod. Because it's going to run it super low at like 10 or 12, and it's going to start to fire it and pulse it. And then I can pinch it, set it, fix its ohms, get rid of hot spots, and just make it real nice. And because it has to sit on your RDA in it, all I gotta do is put it right onto my mod, and there we go, good to go. So this is dual coil, because you always have to run a dual coil. Unless you're running something real big, then you can run a single coil. Like if you're running like a macro dragon, yeah, run one. If you're running a nano dragon, run two. Nano dragon, I made some nano dragons last night. Here's one of them. They're tiny. But this is more of a mini dragon than a nano. Because when I was spooling it, I spooled it around the wrong thing. I used this screwdriver as my spool, which means I wound it around this. I was supposed to use this one. You see how substantially thinner this one is. That restricts the airflow and puts a hell of a lot more cotton and juice around it. And when you pull, it's going to suck air through all the cotton. Because with a dragon, the way you wick it is you don't put cotton through it and then under it. No, you don't have any cotton in it at all. You have cotton going under it, around it, and then all the excess goes below the coil opposite it. And then you do the same thing. You put it under, over, and then below. So you have your coils here, and your cotton's doing that. And then you have to pluck and move your cotton to where, because your coils are going to be angled like that. You want to cover up the bottom completely. You do not want to see any coil except for the top. That's the only place you want to see it, and you want a lot of cotton. And you want to drown the thing in cotton. Then when you hit it, because of the way the air is going to go, it's going to shoot out through the holes, and it's going to look like smoke shooting out of a dragon's nose. Hence the name Nano Dragon, and they will give a large cloud. It's a cloud chaser. The only thing with running a menthol on something that gets kind of hot is that it kind of messes with your brain, and I get like a cottony feeling sometimes, even though it's just the menthol. I'm not hitting. It's a 1 second hit, and it's a decent sized cloud. It's nothing big, mind you, but it's a decent sized cloud. So yeah, I'm going to be building coils. Y'all are probably going to see videos of me building coils. And if I could find a way to run this, I have enough left for maybe 2 coils. Or to be used in a parallel. Because, like I said, this is a very pretty chain. Pretty to me, anyway. Because you see it looks like it's winding together that way and that way. So it looks like chain link almost. And it's pretty interesting. It'd be awesome if I could get something like the Cthulhu mod, how it uses 2 big posts and then a wire mesh. It would be awesome if I could find a way to angle some stuff like this going across, acting like a cage instead of the thing, and use that for the coils instead of the mesh, or run those in front or actually behind the mesh. That way you'd have the cotton pulling juice up behind the fucking coils, and then you have the mesh pulling juice up in front of the coils and then pulling it onto the coils. That would be an artisan coil, and that would be something I'd make very, very pretty. That would probably have to be something like a alien and all kinds of other stuff. I do know that CyberCloud has an RDA that holds 20 coils. And I want to load it up with nano dragons. That's going to be a lot of cotton. It's going to be a lot of juice. And that's going to be one hellacious cloud. But, that's my update for today. Oh, Airsoft update. My buddy Michael is getting into Airsoft. He just recently got a haul from one of his friends of miscellaneous Airsoft gear. He has a CM121 Airsoft Desert Eagle. CM, it's CYMA 121. CYMA's pretty good. However, that pistol is broken and does not work. So I told him that I'm going to give him my pistol and I'm going to take the CYMA and I'm going to see if I can make it work. And if not, well, he can keep my pistol. I'll give him 20 bucks for the I'll give him 20 bucks and my pistol for the CYMA to cover ammo and gear. And I'm gonna just do that. So yeah. If I can fix it, I'll have a good little electric pistol. It's an AEP. It's an automatic electric. It's not gas blowback, but it is metal slide, 1/1 scale Desert Eagle, so it's 10 inches long. It's a big baby. Got a metal lower rail for if I ever wanted to put something on it. I think it's like 11 rounds a second, 26 round mag, so it would take me almost 3 seconds to dump the whole mag. It'd be a good sidearm for something CQB like this. Here. Next, so far as the next AEG, that's going to be a project AEG, and I'm going to order something from a boneyard that's going to be real easy to modify, swap its guts completely, barrels, and I'm going to make a DMR. Because I want a DMR, and I really like Milsim. That's why y'all see me wearing these so much. This is what I wear to Airsoft. And I just, yeah, that's really it. Oh. If you're going to make coils, when you buy these, and you're pulling it off, don't let it go. Ever. It will unwind your entire spool. And you'll never get it back on. So, if you're making coils, and you're pulling this off, hold it tight the entire pull. Then when you're at the end, hold it down with your finger, let go of it, clip it with excess, grab the excess, and tuck it. And if you have, so okay, I have the perfect amount of coil right here. And your thing is down here, well then just pull it to here, hoop it in, then cut it so that way you have some excess on your cable, on your wire for your coil. Have excess, and with trial and error you will go through stuff fast. This is 25 feet of coil. It's 10 bucks for 25 feet. It's not bad. And I feel like I've already gone through about half of this, as compared to the 30, which I haven't even really touched. I tried to make a Clapton, but I don't have a solid enough base to hold the other end and still let it rotate, so I can't do Claptons yet. I need swivels and a block to hold them. So no Claptons for me yet. But you will, yeah, you guys will see videos of me doing Claptoning and videos of me building coils where I just talk, and you'll see videos of me testing the coils and talking about them and reviewing them essentially. And there are different kinds of coils. There's flavor coils, there's cloud chasers, and I think there's another one, but I'm not sure. This is a flavor coil. Anything that's going to have a lot of surface area is going to be a flavor coil. But just because it's a flavor coil doesn't mean it can't be a cloud chaser. Claptons are typically used as the bases of flavor chasers and cloud chasers alike, because a Clapton gives you something with good heat and a lot of surface area. Because the more surface area that you have, the more juice is going to be on the coil. The more juice is on it when you hit it, you're going to get more of the flavor. And it's good. I like it. And I do need to get new O-rings for this RDA, because these O-rings are shot. And they don't keep this on for shit. But then again, this is like a 4 or 5 year old Hatter. And the Hatter is an amazing RDA. Just don't try to do something with a big coil. These are the biggest coils I can fit on this without this thing sitting up here. When I say sitting up here, I mean it isn't on the base. It's supposed to be down. If it's sitting like that, don't run it. No. Either find a new top, find a way to extend your top, or don't run it. Because even with this thing, the coils are still... No? Oh, it's the retention screws that are bumping. Always check your retention screws and make sure they are tight. Not super, super tight, but just tight. Where did I put those screwdrivers? Bollocks. Let me go look at those screwdrivers real quick. If they were snakes, they would have bit me. They would have bit me. And I would be the kill. Yeah, maintaining an RDA is fairly simple. It's not terribly complicated. Building coils can be very simple, depending on what you're doing. If you're just building a basic coil, yeah, it's simple. If you're building a twist coil, it's still simple. You just... Well, either way, you're going to have to straighten it, so you already know. Put it in a drill, hold it with pliers, spin. With a twisted coil, all you do is you straighten out 2 different wires, you put both the wires in the drill chuck, hold them both, and then spin. There's nothing new about that. And that will wind them together. What I typically do is I get twice what I think I need. I straighten that. Then I double back, clamp the opposite end in the chuck. Then I get a screwdriver, I run it down until it stops because it's at the middle. I hold the screwdriver with the wire going here, pull it taut, spin it. That way I have a loop at the end in case I need to do something else. Like, say I did that and then I wanted to clap it. I could. Because I would just hook that loop to the swivel, spin it, clap it. Or I wanted to hook it to a swivel and braid another cable to it. Sounds like Dad's pulling bullets. Fun. But, yeah, that's my update video for today. Yeah, that's really it. I expect to see more Vape videos, expect to see some Airsoft update videos, some videos on that Cyma. I get the Cyma Tuesday. Tuesday is also my last day of work, sadly. I only work temporarily at Goodwill, but at the end of my 10-day evaluation, which is Tuesday, they will determine if I'm ready for the working world. And if I am, they will help me to get a job, which is a very, very good thing. And, yeah. Thanks and bye-bye.